Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. Our friends at NewAir sent us their new evaporative room cooler. We're going to review it and let you know the good, the bad, and ugly. Stay tuned. Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. We're going to go ahead and unbox and set up and review this new fan from NewAir. This is their model number NEC500S00. Weighs about 16 pounds. It's moderately light and compact, so it makes it easy to move around. It does have a water reservoir that we'll show you in a few minutes. Now, if you live in an area of the world that's highly humid, then this probably won't work that well for you. It'll move air, but what it's using is evaporative cooling. And where Dirt Farmer Maggie and I have lived for most of our life in the desert southwest of the United States, and now in the Great Basin of the United States, the humidity here is quite low, so this evaporative cooler will work pretty well. As a matter of fact, the shop we're in right now is cooled with evaporative cooling, and it's very nice in here right now. But again, humidity. High humidity, not going to work well. Low humidity, it is going to work well. All right, let's go ahead and get this unboxed. This came just through UPS, arrived pretty well. There's a couple surface blemishes on the box, but it's packed well. Looks like it'll ship well when you order. And you can order this directly on the website with the link that's in the description below. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, we've got the unit out. It's pretty much assembled and ready to go. It came plastic bag. It's in very nice condition. The power cord standard configuration bagged, ready to go as well. A nice little info pack here. And it looks like a couple of cooling packs. We'll know about this in a few minutes longer. These look like freezer packs, and so it probably jumps up the performance. Well, let's look and see what's inside the bag. All right, we have a nice little remote unit here with an included battery. Nice touch. So we'll be able to run this from across the room. Here we've got warranty information. It's ready to go right there, and the basic information. This asks us to please read this in advance, so if you have any issues, where to call, contact, etc. So we've got that, and then let's go ahead and take a look at the basic information here. Looks like it comes in multiple languages here, so for friends outside the United States, looks like they have you in mind as well. Here for us mere English speakers, we have all sorts of just basic product lines here that just tell you a little, or product information that tell you what to do. All right, let's go ahead and walk through it. So we went ahead and installed the battery in the remote control, took the protective film off, so that's ready to go. Let's do a walk around here. So first of all, this is what you're going to see from the front. This will be directed toward the living space you want to cool. This will cool about 250 square foot. And you can actually jump up the cooling capacity by using these in the freezer, freezing these, and then putting them in the reservoir that we're going to show you right now. If we spin around the unit back here, of course, you can see the power cord we looked at. And for those of you who are familiar with evaporative cooling, you can see a cooler, little mini cooler pad right here, plus the reservoir where the water is going to be kept. Now, I recommend that you either use distilled water or filtered water. If you use regular tap water and you live in areas where it is arid, you're likely to get high calcium buildups. And if you do, I'll tell you how to take care of that in a moment as well. So let's go ahead and pull out this reservoir right here. And as you can see right here, there's a piece of packing tape, but when water is pumped up out of one side of the reservoir, it comes through the pad and back down, then there's a little filter right here. So we'll go ahead and pull that off. And that's ready to go. So we'll fill this up in a moment. You can take the freezer blocks and put them in there as well to really jump up and chill the water, and you'll get about, according to the documentation, about 4 hours before these are actually the regular temperature, everything else. Or you can keep one out and just keep rotating if you've got particularly hot days or an area you really want to cool. All right, now this is the cooler pad up here where the water comes through, air is drawn through it, temperature drops. To take that, you simply take these little tabs, push them down, pull the top out, and there is the cooler pad. to take the cooler pad out, there's a little switch right here, or a little rotator. And once this gets calcium in it, and I guarantee you it will, to extend the life on this and to jump up its ongoing absorbency, what you'll need to do is soak this in a mild solution of vinegar water and then rinse it out really well, both to get all of the vinegar out of it, but also to remove all the residue. And then you've restored this or renewed this, and then you can put this right back in and you're ready to go to work again. Okay, we've now filled the reservoir with water here. Even though you can't see it clearly here, there is a logo on this side at the bottom that tells you this is the side that the ice packs go into. And you'll see right here, there's a min and max level. So the maximum amount, of course, you don't want to overfill that. It'll get into components that you don't want to be, the water will. And then down here is the minimum amount of water. And by the way, if this draws down and it hits the minimum while it's running, it'll give you an audible beep. And if you don't refill it, it'll shut the unit down so it does not damage itself. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate this around, and we'll go ahead and put the reservoir in. Fits in pretty easily. It's a little heavy when you put it in, but water is heavy. Once this is in place, by the way, there is a lock right here where you just turn this. It's kind of a turnbuckle thing. It'll stop that from sliding out when you rotate the unit around. Let's go ahead and get this working. Okay, we've turned this on here, and the buttons on the top are pretty self-explanatory, but there's a couple tricky ones, and all that is explained right here. There are advanced functions such as a nighttime mode where it starts at a higher speed and then drops as the evening goes on. There's a timer function that you can set for different durations at a half hour at a time. So you can set this up and then leave it, and it'll shut itself off at the time you want it to. Now, as you run through the different functions, you can see the indicator is right here. So this shows that the unit is running, and you can see this blue icon, which is a snowflake, which says either the cooling mode is on with the evaporative part or it is off, and there it is off. All of the functions at the top of the buttons there also work from the remote, so I can turn the unit off from here. Obviously I can turn it on. We can hit the timer, swing. So we've taken the swing unit off or re-engaged it. And I also can do the cooling mode or just air. There we go. And then we can just choose different modes. Everything you need is right here in this remote. We've been having this run for a few minutes. It's blowing straight at you. Rob's behind the camera, and Rob has given me the thumbs up multiple times and already said, right on, he can feel the difference. It's looking really good here as far as output. And then different speeds here. Let's just do the swing. There you go. Watch the rotating bezel here. So that what that's doing is diffusing the air and moving it around in an area so that you kind of get a sweep, not just a direct blast all the time. I can tell you one of the things I like about this right away is that you're able to put a low flow towards an area. One of the common complaints we get, we use a lot of fans in our house to reduce the load on our air conditioning so it's not set so low. But when we have guests come over, some will say, boy, that's really drying my contacts, or I don't like air blowing on me. And if you put a gentle blow of stream of air like this, it's pretty pleasing and comfortable and not irritating. So far, our impressions of this product is that it's well made, it's got some good thinking behind the functions in it, it's easy to service, and I really like this right here, this mode of being able to turn that on and off or just keep it going. We'll come back to you 1 year from now, after we've used it for a couple seasons, show you what it looks like then, and if our initial positive first impressions have been borne out in use. If you're interested in purchasing one of these or simply want more information, visit NewAir.com and use the link below that we provided, and that way you'll get a nice little discount as part of the viewer family of Dirt Farmer J. Hey, you know, another thing that drives people nuts is trying to balance a ceiling fan in their home. Well, check out this video that we've made for you that'll show you all the tips and tricks you need to be able to balance a fan. Also, check out this other episode we produced for you that we know you'll like and YouTube thinks is perfectly your interest. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer J from DirtFarmerJ.com, enjoying the cool breeze.